Parkinson out. Do you know what it is? I can't disagree with those that are saying that Parkinson doesn't deserve till January. I can't disagree with those that say Parkinson to some extent was an uninspiring appointment. But if those players aren't playing for him and they know they're not playing at 100% to the best of their ability for him, none of them should be playing football. Absolutely none of them. It's absolutely embarrassing. And tonight actually was one of the first times, and I don't try to resort to this, I'm actually embarrassed to be a fan tonight right now, and I've never said that because I never try to resort to that because we shouldn't be embarrassed. Sunderland's a massive club with history, size and stature, and a stadium and everything in facilities that should not be in League One. But nevertheless, we've got a bunch of players at the minute that there's a couple of them I think do care, but there's a good number of them tonight that showed their true colours for me, and a lot of them, especially the reaction after going 2-1 down, was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now, maybe a good portion of it was down to nerves. I do understand that. But at the end of the day, whether we deserve the lead or not, whether the goal was lucky or not, whether the penalty was a penalty or not, I don't really care. I don't give a shit, to be honest. That penalty put us 1-0 up. You had the chance there to go and win the game. Did you bother to hold on to it? No, of course you didn't. Useless cowards. Absolutely useless cowards. Absolutely disgusted. You know me, I'm always very first to be off the blocks when we concede a goal. I hate not keeping clean sheets, despise it completely. But I'll tell you what, those two goals that we defend, did we actually try to defend them? They looked comically bad. The second one from Lynch I think might have been slightly unfortunate, but Willis, again, whoever it was that crossed the ball for Burton ran down the byline, didn't bother to stop the run. The same thing with the first goal, with Clough and Power, whoever it was, didn't bother to talk, didn't bother to try and stop the run, didn't bother to try and stop the cross, didn't bother to mark the person who headed it. You know, I'm shaking the phone. I'm absolutely that livid. I'm absolutely that disgusted. And you know what is? I want to quickly actually touch on this. Parkinson, I'm sorry now. For anyone, now I've said in the past with Jack Ross when he was here, he didn't make changes often enough and quick enough to impact the game in a positive manner. Mark Parkinson, to some extent, cost us, along with the defenders not bothering to do their jobs. He cost us that game tonight. We were 1-1, but I'll tell you what, we're actually relatively controlling the game fairly well at 1-1. We're starting to go forward. We're starting to try and dictate a tempo here. He chose to not bring the players on needed to try and affect the game. Maguire, yeah, he was appalling when he came on, and Kimpioka really didn't offer much, but he was up against like big physical shithouse blokes. He really was. But why on earth, Parkinson, did you not go for it at 1-1? Why did you not bring the players on that could have affected that game? You waited until we were 2-1 down, you useless idiot. Come on. The only thing that was keeping me Parkinson in at this point was that he identified what we needed in January. But I'm sorry, up until then, you still should be getting more out of that squad. What, 2 wins in 11 or whatever it is? I tried to not include the cup games. Okay, let's just look at the league. Two league wins in what, 5 or 6 games? Disgusting. Pathetic. Pathetic. And yeah, you probably am going on around. I apologise if this is annoying you, but it's ridiculous. We should not be losing to Burton Albion in any way, shape or form for the club of this side. And don't get me wrong, Burton, fair enough. Burton fans, fair enough. You know what? You showed a bit of pace up front. That number 10 you've got, I think his name Lucas Akins, correct me in the comments below. He's someone I would like to have, but are we going to show the ambition to go for him? Nah, probably not. And I'll tell you what, to anyone, I have been very pro Donald Methven, and I still feel rightly so on the whole, but they deserve massive scrutiny and criticism for that appointment. Phil Parkinson's not going to get anywhere near 100 points, although I do wish people would stop bringing up that argument. Phil Parkinson's not going to get us promoted, is he? But again, the main blame lies with those useless bottlers on the pitch. If these aren't playing for him, have a good hard look in the mirror and look at yourselves. You should be playing for the club, probably the biggest one you're going to play for in your careers. You are fortunate to be playing for Sunderland. I suggest you all remember that. The only handfuls I can think of who actually tried was Luke O'Nien, Denver Hume and Max Power in certain areas. Duncan Watmore occasionally, and I'm talking the players that started. Everybody else just shirked responsibility completely. High time you've looked in the mirror and looked at yourselves. And if you're not going to bother to play for the club, get lost and never play for that shirt again. See you later.